Hey, Big Brother fans, we're going to catch you up with what Makensy's planning to do with her golden power of veto and how it might affect HOH Chelsie, and how the guys have 99 problems, but Leah is not one. Let's dive into this live feeds update. By the way, I'm a few time zones away from home, so that's why you haven't had another update video. A whole day of flights threw me way off my schedule, so I'm catching up with you guys now. Here's what we've got. So Chelsie, of course, won head of household, even though she wasn't trying to. And then Makensy won the power of veto by a fluke. It was the shortest OTEV comp in Big Brother history. One question, Makensy got it right. Everybody else got it wrong, and Makensy was just guessing. So I'm sure that Allison Grodner is scrambling for footage to fill up next Wednesday's episode, because the comp usually eats up, like a third or a fourth of the show. So I guess they can always do an Angela meltdown montage, because she is at it again. There is something about the Big Brother house that is making Angela regress to like this high school level of petty and snarky, whiny, pouty, tattling paranoia. I don't know what's going on. She's not acting like a mature woman her age. She's just, Anyway, Chelsie gave Angela a heads up. She was going on the block. That didn't sit well with her. And lest we forget, everybody that rubs Angela the wrong way winds up gone out of the house. It's like she's invented her own BB26 curse, the charcuterie curse. And even though Quinn put Angela on the block last week and wanted her gone, she's still in the game. So that doesn't bode well for him either. But now Chelsie has put her up. She wants her out, but now there's a chance. She could survive the block. They're just trying to get her out, We've seen this in past seasons, and just something happens, and that person that the house wants out just stays. Leah pulled the power veto last week and blindsided Quinn by using it at Monday's veto meeting. That sent Joseph up and out with Angela laughing, but now she's not laughing. She's PO'd again because Angela's back on the block, sitting next to Chemo. But lucky for Angela, her girl Makensy has the veto. Angela and MJ have a very close relationship in the house. She's like her BB26 house mom. They talk about all kinds of personal stuff. So even though Chelsie doesn't want that veto used, that doesn't mean it is going to stay in the box. If Makensy pulls Angela off the block, Chelsie has already landed on Leah as the likely renom, but she doesn't want to do it if she's not sure they have the votes to evict. And I just doubt that they're going to have those. So we have until Monday for Chelsie to keep working on Makensy about not using the veto, which would break that 7-week POV streak. And at this point, Chelsie more than ever wants Angela gone because of her antics and her angst. I think it's fair to ask, the head of household why they were nominated, but it was more than that when Angela approached Chelsie. So Angela, said that she's only on the block because she made a scene with Matt after he scared her in week 1. That is a very strong word, scared, frightened, whatever. He was not being threatening to Angela in terms of any personal aspect that would make a human scared of another human. I think Angela is being way extra about it. Matt was talking big about if he was nominated coming at her in the game. Okay. But worrying about your game on a reality show like this and genuine fear, those are not an equivalency. So Angela was griping to Chelsie about how she keeps getting put up because of that. But there's so much more to it. Everybody knows it. So Angela also went in on Chelsie, reminding her that they had a deal not to nom one another. She said they reiterated it more than once. And then Angela called Chelsie out as not being a woman of her word, aka a liar. And that set Chelsie off hard. I mean, it is true because they did have a conversation, but again, that was gameplay too. And Angela acts like she doesn't understand that this is a game and people play in gray areas. Sometimes they go dark, they do things, and only one of them can win. Bottom line, Chelsie wants Angela to stay on the block and then go to jury, but Makensy could mess things up because she is friends with Angela. And, if you think about it, getting chemo out might be better for Chelsie because it would pull Rubina and Tikor closer. And as long as Chelsie doesn't have to break the tie to send him out, she could blame it on other house guests and just insist, oh, he was only supposed to be a pawn. Plus, Chelsie has told some people in the house chemo is her target and other people that Angela is her target, and Tikor and Rubina are ones who've been told the target is Angela. So now on to the girls' alliance. They do have the numbers to move forward, but Leah is a barrier. She has got her loyal simp Quinn still with her, but she has lost Joseph. But lately, Leah has been circling back around and spending some time with Cam. Maybe she's looking for him to fill the vacancy in her simp squad that Joseph left. And if you recall, early in BB26, Leah flirted with Cam, but didn't want to showmance, so he turned his attention elsewhere. He and MJ are still hanging out often enough for it to eat at Chelsie, but then again, she and Cam don't have anything official. And with Cam maybe back on the hook as a number for Leah and Quinn definitely in her court, why would Leah think about joining that girls' alliance? She's been playing the boys all season long. It doesn't make sense for her to flip on them because she would probably be at the bottom of the girls' alliance unless Angela was still in the house. And because Angela really likes Leah, if MJ plays the veto and Chelsie puts up Leah, it would probably go to a tiebreaker or possibly even to a direct vote evicting chemo without Chelsie having to break that tie. So it is a messy week to have the veto played, but it's been pretty messy every other week it's been played this season. I do expect that Makensy is going to be seeing a lot and hearing a lot from Chelsie, Rubina, and Tikor between now and Monday's veto meeting to try and dissuade her from using it. Also, it seems that on the live feeds this weekend, Quinn might have whispered to Leah about whether she wouldn't give him a kiss because she's not into it or because it would be bad for her gameplay. And she said, yes, the latter. It was hard to hear exactly what he whispered, but it seems to be the gist of it. I will say she's been flirting a lot more with Quinn lately. So maybe he's growing on her like a rash, or she's doubling down on her gameplay. There was a little bit of chatter about maybe they had kissed in the bathroom at some point. It's all very weird. Maybe we'll find out more from Leah in an upcoming diary room sesh. Meanwhile, Leah was talking to Chemo in the storage room saying that Cedric was the one that she would want to kiss if he wasn't gone and if he wasn't too young for her. And then pint-sized Rubina got a little giggly on a thimble full of alcohol and was talking about kissing Quinn while she was being silly. She thinks he's adorable. And of course, her hottie showmance Tucker is gone, but can you imagine Tucker's reaction to Quinn getting even a lip-only no-tongue smooch from Rubina? I think that would be epic. So that's our live feed update for now. I expect lots of lobbying over Makensy's power of veto, more of Angela pouting and pissing people off, and Chelsie trying to avoid a tiebreaker at all cost. Meanwhile, Quinn has noticed that Chelsie is playing the middle ground, and he has been revealing her strategy to whoever will listen to him. Chelsie is playing a good game, but now that Quinn has a solid read on her strategy, that's not going to do her any favors, but she doesn't want to put him up as a renom because he kept her safe. Will her loyalty come back to bite her? We'll see. Check back soon for more news and live feeds insights right here.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.